So today's video, I would like to go through how do you actually submit EOI for the National Innovation Visa. So I have heard quite a lot of candidates saying that they're not possible to get invitation if they were not invited by state government. Now, this is because on the form that they only ask very minimal questions about your name, your passport, and the only thing they ask you to upload were this passport, qualification here, as well as anything to do with the publications, right? And CV, that's it. 3 types of documents they ask you to upload. And then if you communicate with the National Innovation Team, they will tell you that they do not accept further supporting documents. And if you believe that you'll be eligible, and then you have changed your circumstances, you just simply lodge a new EOI. Okay, that's what they probably going to tell you. And also we can see that that's a state nomination form here. If you were referred by Australian government agency, then you say yes. Okay. In this regard, candidates say, okay, where is the state government? State government's actually, like Queensland Australia government and New South Wales government, and then they are responsible parties. So for Queensland, that's investment Queensland, and New South Wales, the same. They have different department responsible for that. This is the same department for trade investment. It's the same department for assessing 188 investment visa. Okay, this is the same department for them. Okay, the purpose is for them to help the state to grow, right? It's not about the health industry. It's about the trade investment. Now they're working closely with Australia. Okay, Australia is a Commonwealth level. So state government can be your nominator. And a state government nomination, if you receive state nomination, which is a new Form 100, National Innovation Visa. So National Innovation Visa. So new 000. If you receive state government support, your application will be prioritized. Of course, we know that because it's a ministerial direction 112. You'll be prioritized. But this does not refer to you cannot receive invitation if you don't have state nomination, right? You can't. Now, state nomination, the details will be published. I will publish it. It will be published perhaps about end of this month, January. About end of the month, January, for some of the states. For other states, it will take time, but probably all of them will be ready before end of February. So this is good news because, and then they just kind of quickly, urgently working, just trying to establish the portal, the IT system, how they upload. So they become assessing body, right? So kind of Commonwealth government say, you guys just assess them for me, please. And of course, they are not just making single decision, say, okay, I want to sign off Form 100 and then say, that's it. No. When they're ready to go, there's still 3 stages of assessment, 3 stages, multiple stages of assessment. Of course, the first one will be paper-based, paper-based application. And then you will have kind of the interview, and third one is verification, fourth one, then they will go to the Commonwealth government. They say, okay, immigration, I'm happy to nominate this one because here is my report, which is a so short one. And the Commonwealth say, yeah, go ahead, please do it. Then they will have this threat. They will in the system, and you likely to be invited, of course, right? Not 100% be invited, but likely, right? Likely, it's very likely, right? So, and prioritize meaning your application will be picked up fast and just prioritize the first line to be processing. But it doesn't mean that if you okay. So about state government nomination process, I will publish another video once the details is announced. But it doesn't mean that you can lodge EOI now. You don't want to oppose state government because you don't think that you are like significant. You are not an entrepreneur. You're not investor. Here, investor doesn't mean you are a one single type of investor, angel investor. No. We are really looking at some candidates working in VC firms. Okay, VC firms. So contact us if you have any questions. Now, it doesn't mean that you can lodge without a state nomination. You can still lodge because even though they ask you to upload qualification here, you can actually upload document to 1 and B. So, and this is the same thing for forms here that's about passport, though they ask you here's the passport, but you can actually upload document up to this size. All right. So you should, of course, attempt to upload anything that's good sized, readable, and only upload very relevant, very strong document evidence to support your application. You do not want submit application that is irrelevant. Now, if you have a pattern that we can find online, then you simply need put a link here. You do not need to upload again. For your articles, for your Google Scholar, you don't need to upload again because you can simply put a form here. You have interview, like YouTube interview that you can simply upload. Put a line here. Now you don't need to upload. So save your space, right? Now, because of this condensed, the information has to be really, really concise. You need to make a really clever, decisive decision to make sure documents you upload are absolutely golden documents. You do not have a second chance for this EOI. Okay. Now, candidate department may say, you know what, you submit another EOI if you have new circumstances. That's you have new circumstances. If you don't have a new circumstance, what's the result? The result going to be the same. Okay. So now I strongly advise candidates to obtain professional service, professional advice in this regard. It will definitely increase your chance. Now, the candidates say that previously we submitted GTI and some of them received and they just did themselves. I guess some of them probably not. They probably got advice from us or someone else's, and it probably something like that. So it's just a matter of why not? Okay, why not? Because it's always better to have team to back you up, and to make sure that everything filled up. You don't want to make mistakes, especially when the time changed. Probably we are not making decision makers. For sure, we are not departments. But because we are working closely with departments, so it's really, really important for you to receive advice. Now, candidate who attempt GTI before and has not received invitation, you are not going to be processed. Okay, for sure, you're not. Why? Because the program is already closed. Just submit the new EOI under the National Innovation Visa. Some of candidates ask me, what is if I'm not a new EOI under National Innovation Visa? Will that affect my chance? And my answer to you is you won't probably have any chance at all for the Global Talent Visa. So what kind of chance is going to affect you? Simply launch a new EOI under National Innovation Visa. It's not going to harm you. All right? It's not going to harm you. It's free again, which is great. Okay, but you want to make sure this is golden chance, just like when you apply any jobs. You don't just want to just randomly. When you're not make up your mind to lodge, you don't. Only lodge when you are ready. It's not about who lodge first will be processed. No, they only post applications that meet requirement. I hope this helped.